So Nakamura Sumire playing versus Sungjoon, one of the undefeated players of the league. So this should not be easy game for her, of course. That's Black is big favorite here. Shimmery there. Okay, so white to play what upright maybe? Yeah, okay, approach. So anyway, there is many options at this stage. So here, did she attach? Did she play somewhere else? Yeah, okay, she plays somewhere else. She really likes to play. This is new Sumire's move here. That's since last week, she see her playing this Shimmery so much. So that's AI wants to attach here. That's slightly better, but anyway, that's not really a big deal. If you just play, so the thing is, I think this Shimmery, the shoulder it is very good for Black's formation here. Okay, so if you want to play the Kima Shimmery here, you have to play this way, I think, because the shoulder it is slightly less annoying here. That's like you can pincer, you can pincer because that way is fighting position okay. So there is different way to pincer. You can Tenuki here as well. You can answer here, but that's working less than this one here. And it's more difficult to pincer for white because there is black stones on the right side, so white will be pincer as well. So it's easier to play shoulder it here than the other one. It's more interesting for black. Yeah, and so white here makes Shimmery less interesting. Makes shoulder it less interesting because the bottom left is better. Okay, so I think it's the main idea of that one here. For me, and that's reason that the thing is, bottom side is like interesting for both players. You know, black wants bottom side, white wants bottom side, and left side maybe played here. This is maybe left side is slightly it's very interesting for white, but not really interesting for black. So maybe he wants to. The thing is, she wants to play an area interesting for both players. So playing that way. So there is this black. This black, anything possible here with white stone here. I mean, doesn't really matter the way you blocked. So she blocked here. Okay, so now that's here. Yep. Why here? It's because I think in that case, the black will jump here. It seems the AI wants to block the other way, but just you get this and just normal thing here. There is no really. Oh, what? What? Okay. No, that's just okay, and just the ice thing at some point. Okay. It seems so. I think it's because we play fast this thing. So when blacks play deal, it seems the win rate of white drop a little, but when white play deal, white recover the normal win rate. So I was thinking AI found something crazy, but just not. Just needs more time. I think. So white play there is black here. White play this one right now. So I think it's if there is other options maybe here. But it seems I agree to play the top left now. So you play this, there is here. And ladder is good for black, so play that way. Yeah, okay. So Joseki. End of the variation. Whites to play. This take care of the stone on the top. Do you play deal? Do you play this or this? Play something for top right. I think. That's maybe good. For white, what options that like played here? This can be very nice for bottom left, or maybe play that way. Nice for bottom left, but also for left side. Can be important. Because since you make Sumire with G3 here, so imagine white just play here, for example. That's easy for blacks to approach here. That's easier. Maybe you can also just... it's difficult to play here still, of course. But yeah, that one can be playable. This one can be playable here. This is you want to defend the outside, I think. If you play that way, that I think black satisfied to get into, maybe you play there, but I think it's fine. Is white really going to play this? No. So that's, you control the left side that way. Of course, white defense corner, but I think it's what you wanted is this side here. And I guess that can be here. No? This can be like this here. Should be. You can play this way, of course, but I don't know. That's maybe it's more here, yeah, that way. You can play it here, but I think black white connects here. It's supposed to be move, and you can play this and this. But anyway, left side is good for white, you know. And there is a co-fight in bottom left. So white choose here in game. Okay, interesting. I will check what AI wants here. Yeah, that's the ICs. That's the Sumire I show earlier here. AI wants to play here. And then after black's playing here. So this is my top 2 priority was like play the bottom left and play the top right. And so it's here, black's here, white jumped. No, white doesn't jump, sorry. That's after black's 4. It's AI says fine to play here, so it's still very important point anyway. And black's here and white here. So what do I think about this? Anyway, it's a big move, right? So AI says playable, that's fine. I think it's anyway similar. That's the bottom side is really big, the left side is big, and the top is big as well. So here black play this one, so white answers here, black play the L2 pincer, yeah, okay. And now white just jump here, black play the Kosumi probably, yeah. The Kosumi is important because, let's say you don't play the Kosumi, like you play like here. That's now white can do this and this. And the thing is, when you do things here, there is no ladder here. So what you do here to capture? So this is trouble. That's you had to play there. But white moving here, and what you do? Do you connect and that there is a turn here? Two stones may suffer. So the top right may be white's territory now. So white's successful. If you play there, there is no artery here. And maybe this one, that's like huge troubles for black. So it seems to be not so great. So that seems like maybe what you had to connect after all. So probably you had to play there, but that's like a white here. That's okay. You can play this one. You can just consider here. This is some levels to black. That's still anyway, and you can connect here, but you cannot play the ladder. And that thing here is there is troubles for black to stuns as well. So of course you can do things here, but that thing is like you can play it here, and or do you save stuns for black? So if you kill right side, you know, that's black can do this, but if you got right side, that's nice for white. That's I think it's something black already almost get, and losing something get. So that's important. So that means if you Tenuki, that's still possible to Tenuki, but at least that way now when it's here, that is likely to be like this. But it can be here, right? I think there is a thing like this here, here. Can be something like this, right? Um, yeah, you cut. When you cut here, it's not simple here. This is still the ladder here, you know? So that's the way here, that's again the trouble. So if it's that way here, that you can get this and this. So black can defend, but white get really stronger, at least. And if it's that way, it's also you're happy. So there is things like this. So okay, now I got this one. So it seems to be not too bad for white so far. Let's open well. It seems to be this black. It's AI wants another thing. So I guess that you can play there, but I don't think it's this what AI wants. Okay, that AI wants to move here now. So that's making a profit. And then you play you played that way here. Okay. That way prevents, so that way there is this thing here. You can fight. And approach here is like there is this and you can play this, and that you are able to play the side, make it slightly easier to build a base. But it's that way, so there is not such invasion here. Black can still try to get this, but that time its left side is very strong for white. So black should delete here anyway. Okay, but white pushing, jumped here. That's anyway, it's bigger corner than if it was f3. Okay, so peeping you answer. Black's playing here. Okay, so is it really good for white what happened here? Oh, okay. So here, interesting. That's should delete. So AI doesn't say bad to play here, but AI prefers to play this one. So that's black will not play this anyway, and it's more like black will play. AI says played here, play this one for white, and now there is this, and white's fighting here. So this will make things complicated here. Okay, and now here, black's playing this one. Okay, white here. So that's, anyway, white is getting stronger, build a little influence, and I think it's also provide that white moves here in this area provide supports for top side and black under attack anyway. So black's playing here, and this is maybe you should take action on the right at some point, but it seems to be difficult. So white's turn here, okay, that's a huge move, because Atari should almost kill black. So yeah, and Zeus. And now, what you do? Because I don't feel like so easy for white. It's still close game here. Yeah, it's very close game. It seems to be that Kema here not so great according to I. So what I want is a push here first, and then play this one. Shoulder it here. So there is black 4, and now you fight here. So this is 6, 7. That's a crazy variation here. That's 5 is more like you expect here. But what happened here now? Do you cut that way? Just anyway, cut that way is like, I think black has to capture around here. Or you can play it here. You can play here. But anyway, 7 makes white stronger here. Maybe you can push now here to cut that black 4. And if you played here, that means the right side will suffer a lot. Maybe it's more just here, you know. But if you just manage to get this, and maybe you can push through here one time. If you just get this, maybe it's black will lose things. Anyway. And maybe a good thing here at this stage, maybe don't play 17, just play here. Because this is defense for this. And that also prevents black, that way black can try to cut them, you know? Maybe you played here. If it's that way, that's like now white turns in huge trouble. So probably that's big move to play here. And or maybe a jump here can do a job as well. So maybe do something about that area. I think it's strong move here. That helps for this anyway, yeah. Maybe more than to be. So yeah, that's maybe a move here. And so if you break right side and there is no cut here. So it can be helpful, I guess. So in 5 it's blacks here. I don't think I really understand everything because I guess there is some way to connect as well, maybe. There is probably something about this. But yeah, that's a little bit crazy. And so white shoes here. So anyway, AI doesn't say big loss, but like slightly less than 10% win rate. But it seems to be... Okay, that's black jump. AI says black should play this far. And just not taking that speed for black is like losing a few percent win rate. Maybe not too big. It's anyway close game in every case. And yeah. So after white's played here, that's threatening the weakness here. Yeah, that's okay. Big move. So black now jumping here. And that's, yeah, he says white good here. So what should be, okay, that's, yeah, he says black should play Annie here, but that's more risky. And, you know, there is a cut is coming. And that means you need read out. And you know, play this earlier would be nice because of black cutting here. You make the ladder with white too here. It should be some ladders improvement. But black's played here and the AI says that's not bad for white. But anyway, super close game. So white's played here. Okay, let's keep building that area. Black defense. Yeah, okay, black defense here. I think your jump here might be big and important at some point. But maybe it's still about, maybe play that area is more important and probably play the shoulder lead here might be a thing, or is it better to attach now? It's about to switch another place. Oh yeah, okay, that's, AI says here. AI says here because that's, you can break the corner and that's, you know, if black lets connect with stones on stones here, that makes them stronger. And when you played here, that you can do this, so here you should play this one, right? So this is no problem for, you need here and that's, you're alive. So that's, I think, black's here, white here, and you're alive for white. This situation here, black here is sente, so maybe a thing for black later. So that means like white needs to play. You're not 100% forced to answer. The reason is what happens here is just some advantageous fight for white. So you may consider that playable, but maybe at this stage it starts to be difficult not answering. So probably this means there is no game. If you played, no, sorry, here. If you played here, it's not like you really. Ah, maybe okay. Now, one thing about this is maybe you can use this one because if Black played this or block and connect, let's adjust here. That's now when you tenuki this one. That's okay because a Black 25, as you play the NA, that should be improvement. So that's a nice thing, right? So that's if you need, if you want to turn 15 gote, you should exchange 16, or at least Black can take Sente, but if you connect, there is a value of playing 18 because as you connect, stones are stronger and you can consider to build territory on the bottom side here now. So what I mean is here, this is things for later or maybe just that way here. This can be connects bottom left and bottom right, and that is some value about doing this. So can be interesting at some point. And Black, can cut here, but of course there is value for Black to connect as well. So maybe white needs a thing anyway, but so it's not so easy to do evaluation about this, I think. But anyway, it's not what is played in game. It's white here. And the white here AI says okay, slightly inferior, but not too bad. But after white here, this is AI says bad here. That's losing like 15% win rate. First, it's like first mistake of the game. At least if there is a mistake so far, it's this move because it's almost played perfectly so far. So white is better to play here according to AI. You let Black play the pip here and push, and after this is white invade here, fighting here a little. So there is 8, and now you play 9 here. So tries to emphasize something in center. Okay, so white choose here, and that's AI says losing win rates. So Black can push here, Black connects, and now white striking here because there is a cut, so connects. And white maybe has to connect. Yeah, okay, connect. Oh, that's so sad. That's here. So here the thing is, this situation here. AI says invade right side. You get enough strength to invade, okay? So I think there is different ways, like the corner is maybe still option. But yeah, that's since you get strength in center here, it's invasion is an option. And so for example, yeah, AI move is to do here. And so there is a cut here, you play that array, Black's counter that array, you take Spunuki and that is go down. So I guess this is not perfect here. So do you connect here or do you push? I think push is not. I don't know. That's maybe there is also cutting stuff, but I'm not sure what you really played here. Maybe 11 might be a move. That's anyway that with 2 eyes and you can do great on games. So that's even if it's here. You can play there and you can do this and you can do this. So that means you can do some on game. But it's maybe better to connect things because can be safe for stones on the outside. But anyway, AI version is like this, and AI is not a good way for white. But white here is losing win rate, and white here is losing win rate again. So the loss I think is not huge because at this stage of the game, 1 point is already a lot of win rate loss. But it's anyway 75% win rate for black. So just Black catch up by a little here. Black's defense And now that starts to be, I think it's still white here to move. Of course, moves like this one can be a big move. Move like this one can be a big move. What she played? She played attachment here. Okay. AI just wants this one. I think there is very many options here. This one builds center, threatening right side. So that's of course a good idea. Interesting idea. Okay, and this is unfortunate. White attach, losing 10% win rate, but I think it's just very close to be same value as other moves. There is many options and not easy to choose the what is the best. And that way, okay, that you see here, black play that way, get Sente, play there, will take control of center a little. Anyway, that is not like the top side as a big value. And I think it's about, yeah. Oh, that's here. Oh, AI says that's even, for black, it's even stronger to play that way. And white here was better to play this, to play the cut. Because that way you make a base on top side. And so black's here, and now you can play this and this. So that way you almost make two eyes on top side. And I don't know what his next move for white, but I think it's nearly you can play just Tenuki. As this 12 is, you can answer and just connect this and you will be fine. And if there is black here, you can answer here. That's killing and that's not bad. And playing here, that's also no problem. That you are winning the capturing. Even if blacks played things to try to cut, that's this way is two eyes anyway. So I guess you can make life. I think the best black can achieve is to do here. Because that's only one eye and white has to be careful. But I think white has time. So I'm not perfectly sure. Do you really need answers here? For me, it doesn't look so great. I think I prefer, for example, here. If you had to add one stone for white, I prefer here. Or maybe attach, also. Attach can be that way. If black's played here, you can do... Can you do cut here? Maybe it's not so great. Maybe just play here. That's already... I think it's... You cannot jump here. You can play it here, but that's way is anyway okay for white. And so the best maybe is to play here, in that case. Yeah, about defending black's for, I mean. Maybe not the best move in game. But after white here, maybe, a way to improve for white. So here, that's white play this, and black answering with any here, according to I better choice, but that's anyway good for black that way. And that's 85% win rate. Oh, but unfortunate for black, that's just 70% now, but I think it's anyway just, if you lost half punt, it's already a huge loss about win rate at this stage. Yeah, he says black should play here. So you got this, and then you can play this 5 as, right side is hotspot. That's white playing invasion. That's so big at this stage here. That's the next big area. And so black's playing here, I think gives a chance here. You can play, can you Tenuki that one? Okay, that's, it seems you don't Tenuki, but that's here, because black didn't go down, you make this way. So you played here, there is Atari, and black should come back to defense, and now white defends here. So this makes white perfectly alive on top, and black has to defend here. But the damage on top side, and 9 also just gives 11 jump here, damage to top right. So that's also a big thing. So white jump here instead, okay. So she's threatening base. Maybe she doesn't know exactly what's best to play here. And that's this way, if she's threatening to kill, that's maybe okay for her. I think it's one thing is you can push here, and is a cut okay here? You know, that's maybe black has to play there, and in that case, maybe it levels about side shape. It can be a thing. So blocked here, yeah. Now black's playing here because white doing this, you can play Atari, and maybe this is not the best way here. You had to play Annie as well, I think here. As if there is block, this time it's one eye to play the tiger mouth here or the other one. And if white tries to capture, you can play Atari, then push here. So if I just played here, this means you are able to make side shape here. And, you know, so you cannot remove the eye shape, and there is a strong follow-up. And if you try to play this way, that's anyway not working, right? Maybe can you do better than attach with attach here? That's white here. Black can play here. White cannot cut because capture, so white has to play there. This one, white has to play there. So it seems to be great, Tesuji. You play this one. White still needs here. When you play it here, white needs here. This is, can you play this? But anyway, you don't care. You connect, and that cannot be black killed. So white cannot play 9 here. So white only options is connect, and you can play this one. So this seems to be huge. You can try placement. Question is, can you push first? Because this one, it seems to be risky for black. So just play connection and Y connects. But this is close to be I shape now here. That's just playing this is I shape. Okay, and again, you can do things, but maybe that way you already reduce white and you can play there first. As white wants to remove I shape here, you will make your I shape that way, right? And that's, yeah, that's I shape here. That's this way is I shape and this way is I shape. Okay. So that should be one eye. Maybe white placement right now, but that's not working, right? That's one eye for sure. So that's 16 is great. And maybe also you can consider just a cut here. What happens to white, you know? Maybe you can do this. It's not working for black. Okay. Because white can just keep pushing here. And at some point it's losing for black. And you cannot play this way. So that's not working. You can play the clump, as white cannot play there. Yeah, that's... Now white here, what happens? You play this, that way you capture them, and that way you capture 3. So that you can play clump here. But that means maybe this is way to remove eye shape. But when you play it here, white can play this or this to remove eye shape. Okay, that's no eye at G1. But that means you can jump here, and that will be huge trouble for... Maybe you pushed here first, you play that over here, and you jump. And that's now troubles about white eye shape. So can be a success for black. So for me, that's like 5 is not reasonable, and you should block. And so this means can be eye shape, but you can play here first anyway. If white wants to capture, this is back to the balance here, and anyway, this is eye shape. So white's play there, okay. But now black's blocking, maybe play the other here, yep. So white's playing here, black pushing, so black now has to make life. This is not eye shape, but that's a great damage. And also be careful, maybe, the left side. At some points when black's played here, this can be trouble for this part. So probably the black attachment played earlier can be some Tesuji. So pushing here to get better. Yeah. So that way that makes now white push here is no longer a big trouble. That's white 1 answered by 2, and then there is no cut here, you know. So this is defense of the cut. Yeah, hello, Prince Lina. Yeah, that's huge fight. But that's what happened with Sumire played likes to play influence. And that's what is likely to happen when you play huge influence, get huge fight. So white played very thick. Okay, I checked. So that's AI says white's losing a little win rate in the process of a fight, and that move is losing 5% here. Here AI says connects, force black to connect, and then switch to another place here. There is a little agi, of course, in bottom left, but you had no time to defend. You are slightly behind about the territory, it seems. So this is you had to play this because anyway, huge, right? Take that corner is big. I think also the attachment here is still a big move here. For sure. As this has to be something like this and this and should be this thing. So play that variation. It's got a variation, but that's big thing. Going for kill? Ah yeah, that's you mean here. She pretends black had to play or is dead. That's probably true. Black's playing. But maybe so black's playing here tells if I do this, that's black cut and be alive. And the white cut here, that's black can play this one now. And this can be I shape. But the question is, can you Tenuki? Like, can you play there? Which is, as black 4 is big. You can push here to make a false eye and play here to prevent I shape here. This move 8 is still Sente, but doesn't really give I shape right now. Can you do better? Can you play there? You know? There is maybe a way to reduce. So, yeah, at least it's... At least I think this move is like great for whites, for black, sorry. And white, this means white has to play here. And black can do this one. So it can be a way to threatening to do damage here. At least. And I'm not sure, white... oh, but one thing, when white, when white pushing here, that's maybe instead of connect here, you can make a shape here. That's of course damage here, but this is one eye at least. Hmm. Yeah. So what happened? Why just Tenuki now? Okay. It seems to be that black is bad. Okay. According to AI. That's losing like more than 10% win rate. So what should do? Okay, black. What AI says is black's playing here. So what is this black is, as I said, there is a troubles on the left. Imagine white played somewhere else. Now when you played here, that's like black should take. So that means now that's 4 stones here in trouble, in black likely almost connect, right? Black connects. That's imagine white connects, black connects. If you played here, there is a to reconnect, and there is maybe a cut here. That's maybe a trouble. Oh yeah, but this is Atari, so that's you need to connect. So you had no time to cut here as capture. So that's if you had no time, that's black has time to connect. So that should be okay. There is a cut here, but do you really survive here? No, that's why dead. So 14 does nothing. Just black will manage to kill white stones before he's dead, and so that's better area. So this one here, AI says when black 1 white resist here, you answer. Now white here, threatening the cut, but you play 5. White will cut. Black's Tenuki with this. So this means here for black stones, we can consider there is Atorian here, but I think not so much important. White here, black connects, and white play the other one, that is the Atori. So that should be okay. I think here, so white will play this, but as we say, that's this on left side. As I said earlier, that's white, black here. That's, I think, a big trouble about white A shape. That's white should be dead. So it can be huge kill. And when white 8, that's black can play 9 like this. So this is the real Tesuji. As here, when there is this one, you can capture here. And this is, even if you played here, that's 2 eyes here. So that's, you can play this white to just make it only 1 eye. But can you really avoid eye shape on the other way? It seems not. So if white here, this is 2 eyes. So you are alive. With 9, you are alive here when 8. So okay. So 9 is the true Tesuji. Yeah, you can play this for white for sure. But this way, if you play, you can play there. No, that's just make a shape here in that case, right? Is it true? Or is it just you play there? This way removes eye shape here. Or maybe this way removes for sure, yeah. This means black here, white here, and black here, white here. That's removing eye shape. And can you make 2 eyes here? This might be a move to play. I'm not perfectly sure you really... that's 15 making eye shape and white here, blacks here. You can play this, okay. Can you avoid eye shape? That's 2 eyes here. It seems to be 2 eyes. So there is many variations, of course, to play. Many different ways. But it seems to be... Maybe white can catch up a little, but can't really kill. So when 9, it's white's 10 here. But I guess 10 is like, let's say you got this, and that's like, playing here is no trouble for black. Playing here is should be no trouble, right? That you connect. So I don't really see a way to create really troubles. You can play there, but that's your dead. You can do this, of course, right? Let's say you cut. Maybe you go down. But that's not winning. No, not winning. So that's a huge trouble for black, for white, I think. So yeah, just play here, right? Can we do better? Maybe you can play there. I mean, can this be something? It seems not really. That's trouble is white will be short about the liberties, and 18 is anyway underatory. So I mean, that's like you can answer, but you're dead. So it seems to be fine for black. So white 10, I don't think. I think just makes the center better, but not so great. So that should be better. Black one is big here, very big. And black played this one is losing a little. And so white AI says white should play here, but anyway, that's also this. What is played in the game is value is similar. The right side is big. B13, yeah. In case we get this and this, so when we get this, imagine white here. That's now black's 9 is trouble for life, right? This might be white. White in trouble. Maybe there is a question: is 10 way to manage for white? But I guess you can play at reconnect. That's what I mean is this should be okay, and this... There is actually here, but it seems you win Liberty Race anyway. So that's a huge trouble for white. So that's like white will needs to capture, maybe, or white will be dead. So the moving to d11 is so big for... Moving to d11 for black is so big. Doesn't have to capture. Maybe, but okay, maybe. Not perfectly sure. B11, B12? That's... so in this variation. If you played here, so you can get this, right? And so if you played... So you mean C12? But you captures, and this is white's Atari. White A14. Ah, yeah. So okay, so let's say there is this. So you mean here, uh, it's doing nothing. Yeah, that's white. White will be Atari here. That's white can do... White can do anything here. I think it's too white too short. That's black needs preparation because white played 4. White played a cut here. So black can get Tenuki, and white Tenuki already before. So there is some Tenuki, and that's Tenuki at the price. And that's the reason that black one is so big, because that's really returning life. So maybe white needs is maybe go for Atari there before it's before you got trapped. Or maybe the ladder is working now, so you can capture into ladder. So save your stones. Might be nice. So black can play here to make some kind of ladder breaker. So that's maybe way too... But that's not really... Yeah, you can still capture into ladder. So yeah, can be a way to save, to improve. So maybe this is E14. But at least it's very edgy. There is edgy. And black played there. Okay, so now moving. So it seems to be what black wants is just tells white connects and black captures stones. Already satisfied for black. So white play this, resist, but I think it will be the end here. That's now here. So white should capture. That's alive, okay. But now black go down, it's Sende. So black is making eye shape anyway. And now black answers to white. Okay. It seems to be this white is huge mistake here. That's... the truth is here, this black is losing win rate. It's still... I think it's still like... Okay, that's... Yeah, he says answers to white move on the right side. Anyway. And when white go down, you played pip. And you played connect. And you captures here. So that's white 3 is... white 3 is way too threatening life of black, of course. And so get 7 maybe makes white slightly better. So that's AI says black should play here. So this one is losing win rate, but white answers here is bad according to AI. And that's losing, instead, this is 70% win rate for black, but now that's 90% for black. More than 90%. So that should be, instead of slightly advantageous for black, it's win game. So white should connect according to AI. So there is a pip anyway. And black connects. And now that's white resist here. So that's, if you played here, this is still, you are able to capture or not. It's not so simple here. That's there is Atari here. You can do counter Atari here, right? Or maybe that is okay for black or not? That's white playing here, you can play Atari to connect. Yeah. So I was thinking more about doing this and doing this. But it's maybe not working. So maybe there is 6 just you connect things. And at least you're safe. But that way anyway, it's AI says you are giving more. Okay, but as black go down here, it's a little bit passive. This is a little bit passive to play here. Squeeze works. Yeah, maybe. I am here, I'm too lazy to read the... There is like a capturing race, right? But this one is like to just... I think it's black thinking ahead. This one is more active, right? Attach, returning to... If there is Tenuki for a while, that's now you play Tadaga Mouth. Yeah, that's the... Yeah, Alten is the white play here. I mean, yeah, that's a good move. That's a big area to invade. But black's play here is a little bit slow, and that's lets white jump here. So black's defense here, but anyway, black is slightly ahead, so that's not too bad for black. Now white use the Tesuji here, which is nice, black to connect. So white's play there, black's playing here, you can push here. Oh, she's not, okay. Yeah, that's, I think it's, this one is black says, I'm ahead, I'm winning the game, and I will secure the win. And probably true, because anyway, AI says win rate of black is 80%. So it's like white need a crazy, white needs maybe a little of a play to try to come back. And for example, the jump here, AI says white should more play. AI says white should play more Kema here because I think the jump is easier to reduce as a territory in center, and that way there is maybe cutting stuff, but ladders looks fine right now. That you can capture into ladder at this stage, but probably black can first attach here to try to make ladder okay. But at least when AI wants before this want exchange here, but after black's playing here, you pushed here to build the center. So AI says that's why jump here losing 5% win rate. And that's white, even if it's supposed to be a big move, that's losing 5% again. Because what I think it's white needs slightly more than this. That's probably a great move, but it seems to be you need slightly more. And yeah, so that this way, it's not really changing so much the win rate, but we see earlier that still AI wants to push here. because I think that way it should be the winning way for white, as you can capture black stones, and you know black's moving anyway. You can capture here. So that's like black connects and white jump, and it seems to be very trapped. So black forced to play outside, and at least you create a weakness here, and that's supposed to give a little bit more agi here. At least, compared to this is black is able to capture. So you're supposed to get more territory for white and reduce more black. So black now defense, okay. Um, I think it's playing around here is a big thing as reducing the center, um, which is the play the Toby for white earlier instead of Kema. It's I think there is a reduction, so it's one thing. So this is a black losing a very little win rate about this. Okay, but anyway, it's like a good game for him. And when whites played here, so blacks played this, and it seems to be a very close game here. That's AI says black win rate drop a little, and now it's just 70%, which means like maybe it's almost half point game here. The truth is here, this is still around 90%. But that's what is impressive here is Sumire. It seems if it's still just like it's 87% win rate, so that means lead is not big for black. So black still should play here. Black should play here because there is that stuff, and that's you're reducing the center, and you makes black better. So that's supposed to be a huge thing. And after this is white here and black captures here. You see, as white didn't exchange earlier, it's supposed to be a big move. And there is white here and blacks here. White needs to connect because it's not 100% alive after 7. So the black here, it's a big move, of course, about the territorial area here, but that's also not the biggest. So white played there, but the truth is it's better to connect. Unfortunate for white, because this white tail mouth instead it's losing win rate. So when you connect, it's like black may play somewhere else. I think it's AI plans to play somewhere else. Plans black here and cut here. Is it really working? And after that, that's crazy thing for white is playing there, invade top right. But I think about this now. What you do for black, Can you capture? As you can push with 5. So at least if black answers here, 1 is sent in that case. And you can still do jump here, which is also interesting. So white's played here, black's played at 3, fixes trouble in Sente, and that's black to play. So now black can play there. And he's cutting here first, okay? So cutting here first is telling white's played this, he extend, and there is some semi-eye. Because now you are able to kill white. So white has to trade. So white has to trade in that case. So this is of course profit. Black cutting here first. Keep moving here. So white answers. And now black captures. Okay. So now white attach. Black's defense. White here. I will check is there like a big change about the lead at some points. But it seems now it's still kind of close. What? So the white captures here. White doesn't need capture, right? I don't know. That's here. It seems to be only 60% win rate for black. Okay, so let's see. White should play here. Black answers here. You play white 3, black 4. And then invade top right. But is white really playing 5 in game? So that's like here playing this exchange. And I don't think white doesn't have space for 2 eyes, but black also doesn't have 2 eyes. So this creates some, if white's played here or played here, create some semi-eye here. Can be crazy one. Yeah. Okay, but that's black should not capture. So this is back to situation, to similar situation. So that's black should not capture now. That's of course big, but it's too early. That's AI says play the move I want earlier here. Because breaking the center here is big. E15, no. No, that's E15 is like kind of so it's a cut here, right? So I guess you can play here, okay? You cannot cut that way because capture. So this means if you are moving, that's anyway why I can capture. So you don't did too much. At least you failed to capture 3 stones. And so you can play it here or here, okay? So let's say maybe bamboo joint because it's thick. But now white here. And do you really prefer this? 3 stones or white catch? Yeah, you can also, you mean Zatori, right? You can play it here, yeah. That's here, this is not working. This one you cannot play there. But now that's why I can play it here and cut them all. Also, this, maybe it's slightly more gamble than my move, but that now black stones in center can be dead. So capturing 3 stones is capturing 3 stones is bad idea. It's better to connect them. Or maybe you can also play returning to capture. Yeah, anything else than just make it stronger. You know, that can do the job here. You prevent the cut. Now, white plays somewhere else. You can cut if you want, but I think it's not the most important right now. That's playing here. It will be big move. This in top left will be big later, but it's slightly too early for me. That's when you played one. Uh, as you can see, 3 stones on the right side, they can suffer. Imagine white's played here. Now you attach. What happened? Or maybe just you push. White needs to connect, right? So that means you manage to break, and that's now what happened with cut with 5. You know? What happens here? Is it enough space for 2 eyes? Not really. Okay? So this can be troubles for white. So when 1, there is white 2. According to I, there is 3. And now, yeah, that's a move here. So here, here, here. And now you play 9. So you see, attack the bottom now. So you get 3 and 7 to make strength, and you attack the bottom. 9 is answered by 10. But I guess that's like what happens here, for example. If you try to cut, this is like you need a move here. If you play there is at least a theory here. So it can be something. Also, that's the cut here might be more efficient after. At least you ask the question, is it thick connection here and maybe you want to play there, or what white answers asking. But I think cuts around 11 still. It should be the aim because you can kill white's bottom side. So one is very active here. It's not something you can really tenuki. You white and no time to. You can play it here, of course. You can play it around here. That's 3 was answered, right? So white is way to defense, but here it's still you need to come back. If white just play, I don't know, let's say h2, because it's move of a game played and losing win rate for black. That's now black can take action here, and that's you can be very strong about this. You can, there is way to Attori, and this means stones are cut, and if you kill them, that's great. So it can be huge here. And consider that black here, that can be forcing white 14. So that's also a way to improve black's territory here and remove some eye shape. So can be troubles for white. Okay, so captures is losing win rate. White's playing here is not really bad move. That's black's defense, And it seems white had the slightly better option here. Yeah, that's as we said, played here, black's defense, and that's a way to defend anyway. And I prefer that way, and that you had to play there because with this you manage to defend the weak point around 09. White will push if n2. Yeah, maybe. I didn't show strong resistance for white, of course. Just showing there is maybe attachment possible. So if Y can close, that's Y can improve, and that way here AI says 60%, no, 58% win rate for black. So this means half point game here. So that can be very, very close game. But white choose here, and that's losing a little, and this one is also losing a little. Because it's still the very hot spot is fix that area. Is to fix that area here. So it seems here AI wants to play this variation, but that should secure white's connection here, and black fall should be dead. It's black is playing here, but yeah, at least you make something here, and white has to try the things in top right. Yeah, link up to big groups. It's like a key to avoid to be in trouble. White here, this is I think so. Black of course can still think about this, but y2 is a big move, right? So this is aim of white. So that can be huge territory here. Let's say black keep playing here, you played here. That can be huge in center. But it's not that I think the only trouble here, it's not returning to kill black, I think. So black attach. But this is just a defense to avoid being captured. But I'm not even sure you need. That's here AI says black here. So that's anyway, try something here to. And so there is white here, black captures. And then whites switch to top right. So it's a little bit confusing, of course, because like very straight here for white, then play another place and play the things here. But I think it's just the game is super close, and you need to catch up. Oh, that black is losing win rate here, so make the game even closer here. But white should not connect here. So bad. Missing big chance here for white. That's white chance to play here. The truth is white did already a little. And so you still need things here. One is key to a key to reduce black and connects things. So connects here is the value is not big enough, and this time is I think really less trouble. So black's defense here, but I really think it's black still should play around here or here. Black answer at R8. Yeah, that's black play. It's like big gote, but that's R8 is not big gote. It's not really gote as white jumps, but it's a bit slack. Maybe we should say. And yeah, the elf. This one is like maybe you need for eye shape because be careful. This is if white Anne here. You know, imagine white here. If you played here, um, that's this one is at a re, so that's like you can cut. So it's like you had to play there, and maybe so the question is where is one eye, and there is like if you play somewhere else there is like a ko. So it's like you had to play, and now the question is where is the second eye shape for black? So I think is black has to be careful about this eye shape. So I think this L14 is like important for the eye shape. Black and no really choice here. As imagine black's playing the move here. Now you play that three. That's like you need to almost secure right now here, or at least like play there because even if white here you can make two eyes, and the white here you can do this way. So that should be two eyes here. It's like play one more to maybe you can be just here, or just Anne is okay, right? Uh, so it's like you had to do something to make your life. And so playing 3 and 5, it's white sente, so will be a little bit painful anyway. The whites too will be painful to be sente. So as you can play maybe 6, and that can be huge territory anyway. So I think it's necessary move here. But unfortunately, white played here instead of fixing. And but the black here is supposed to be not correct as well, right? That's both of them really missing that hotspot here. And I don't know, that's probably the look this one, but wrong evaluation. Maybe they think this is not yet the most important. So this is here, white is returning to play 2, but the truth is playing 1 is big, and it should be sente, more or less. So at least according to AI, it's white answers here. No, white answers here first, played here, pushing because you want to connect, and after it's anyway white's play top right and not the G15. So black's playing here is mistake, and I think it's still white here, the move at this stage. Yeah. And did she play? What she played here? Yes, she did it, and that's very close. So now that this happened here, connects for white. Do you really need that connection? I'm not sure you really need that connection here. That's big. I feel like, for example, white here. It's if black cuts here, that's okay. You lost one stone, but you build territory. And if black's played here, you can cut, and yeah, so that's okay, right? So I think this white for example, more profitable. As black here, you connect and just fine. So that's you build something for me. That's like a black here is, I think, no problem. So I think one can be huge here. It seems to be still big. Okay. It seems the AI wants one here first, blacks that way. Whites 2, black 3, yeah, after this. And then after connect. So maybe it's anyway, connect and third. Yeah, okay. And white is playing here, yes. Okay. That's very, very close game according to AI. It's like a 65% win rate. So black played, very slack at some point, thinking he's way ahead, but now that's not so much ahead. Black's played at Ori, so of course it's returning to save 2 may be so big, so white takes. Is it a time Suji? Maybe if you wait, white will be able to play it here, but that's super gote, right? That's like black and Tenuki this one. Because maybe let's say you play 2, if there is capture, are you in danger about life? No. So this means you can spend another move, like for example here, or something, or this way. Yeah, probably a time Suji. That's for me, this is... I don't think it's timing for this. That's what I said is played here. This is Sente move and prevents, white's playing here. This is one eye. So that can be something for white. So when we are here, the black's playing here is if you answers, that means you can also play it here. So this can be great move to secure life for black. And also Sente. So here, this time, that's maybe more interesting. White can play there. So this is, according to AI, the best thing. But now that's capturing here. And that way, that's black got nice territory. So, of course, trading a lot here on the right side. But there is a counterpart. Yeah, that's... yeah, also here for white, yeah, you're right. That's this one, when black's Tenuki, you can play it here, and connects, and there is a cut here. Yeah, that's so big. So that's white one is huge. That's very huge move. So that's probably black had to defend in that case. Yeah. That means this Kusumi should be played on the top. Is it? No, it's still AI says you should play here. Anyway, that's Kusumi is big. So black's played here. Now defense. So that's losing like, it's not losing too much because anyway, big area. That's just losing 5% win rate, but it's 60-40. So that means so close. And now white attach here, but that's, okay, AI plan was different. That's 1-4-2 and then play 3 because it's big. And black is playing 4. I think it's just to keep things very active here. And here. But that's so tricky, And you can feel here, all closes this game because black has to take so much risks. What is p5 about? That's here. I think asking question, if it's here, maybe you can use Atari there or maybe also Atari there. So, do you use this one? Maybe here. As you cannot answer black 4 because of double Atari, okay? And if you don't do anything for black, like playing here, now what happens to this, for example? That can be Atari here. So if you takes, white takes. And so this can be capturing here on co-fight. So if you wins a fight, so this can be huge for white on bottom side. So that's asking the question. And when you get 1 for 2, you know that later you can play Atari. Maybe. But black resists with 2 to avoid the tricky the tricky way. And maybe, yeah, there is also that the this one maybe also something, right? Yeah. That's this is anyway double Atari, so you had to play there, but but this way still you cannot capture, and if you defend, that means there is double Atari there. Can you play that way? Um, I mean this way, it seems to be okay for black, right? Maybe you don't. You had to capture. Maybe you don't accomplish too much that way. I think it's more like you have to. This is like maybe you need here, but that means you can defend and at least you make some on game. Incente. I don't think black can Tenuki anyway. The Tenuki. You say to play here right now, right? Yeah, you can do it like this. You can also attach maybe. As if it's here, you played here anyway. And that should be nice. And that way should be nice as well. And I don't think you can really play there. What I mean is that way at least you make it ko is great. And maybe you can maybe even play it here. Tries to win the ko like this. Can be huge. So anyway, there is a lot of agi here if black answers to. So it's just it's a probing move because you can win a very little. And again here is it seems the game is so close. So any small things like this can be important. You know, if you just win half point, it's already huge. If it's very close. So get this and get the move here. So big white 3. And that way here is like, so there is still 9 for 10. But that's here, this is very, very tricky. And I think, is it that straight for black? You know, imagine white here, and there is a cut. You play the Atari here, no? Is it something like this? Like, can you make something from Ataris? It seems not so much. Like, if you played here, there is nothing, right? I'd like to do something, but it seems you can't. Maybe a cut is still working. So, but can you play? Okay, can you play this and this first? I mean, white has to play there, and maybe you play there. So if there is cut, but the cut is too much, right? Cut is too much. Unfortunate. Okay. H10. At the pip here, yeah, maybe. And M11. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think there is Agi, at least. 4 and 6 grade Agi should help a little. But white shoes here, and I'm afraid that's... Yeah, I once more earlier, yeah. That's... This move is losing... It's like a losing move for white. It's like 60% win rate for black here. It's like half one game. Very close one. And white had a chance, but this one now it's 85% for black. So it's losing a lot. So that's now black played here, and that's big. Probably black should have played the pusher first, no? Yeah. That's ace is played 1 for 2 before playing here. And that way it's like whites can't really win anymore, I think. or at least it will be very difficult. So this black gives great opportunity. I think white should play here. Yeah, that's AIC is played 1 for 2. That's big anyway. And that way, as you can get, that's like the 2 points here, that makes a big difference. And 3 is Zente, right? So you can score the 2 points here. That's huge. And so you don't do them right now, but that's like a big Zente for later as white. Yeah. So yeah, that's if I catch this is like so big here. And so white now play this, okay. So should improves connection and threatening this, so black defense. So not too bad for white, but now that's white cuts and that's losing win rate. But here, that's black here. This is, yeah, it says it should be white, black here. So anyway, there is a great endgame here. And now white can play this one, which is huge. Anyway. So that makes the game closer. So white's back in the game. That's black here. This black is like wrong move order. That it should be that way. Makes difference so big here. White can make eye shape. So white is like, it's basically white. It's basically white losing 2 points with just that move, and that's also secure black as the white move here is threatening to cut, and that's black shouldn't use right now. So white can do it in Sente. But as white finally managed to get it, that's big thing, and black defends that way, okay. Now white's play here, threatening to make a coup, right? That's black should defend now here. So if black don't defend, that's now white here, and that's great to go fight. This can be winning the game on coup. So black's defense, okay. And now that means you can reduce points. That's white somewhere else, black can play here. That's 3 is no trouble. And that means you can remove them in Gote here. And white cannot do this in Sente anymore. So white pushing here. And this will be the small on game. White's played here. That should not be. I think it's white has to connect or something. Anyway, that's black can't play these two here. That's Atari. That should be over. Is a black El Sente? This white is losing a lot of win rate. Okay, the white here. But yeah, I said you should play here first because it's threatening life of black, so black answers here. And now you played here. Yeah, so the thing is here, this is, you should be able to, if black's played here, you can play Atari here, right? And so black had no time to play here. And when black connects, you still kill them, right? So black's playing here is also, you play that way. And what's the best play here? You can do this. Is it good to play here? I don't know. Sounds crazy for me. You're losing 3 stones, so maybe not so great, right? So maybe you had to play something, and black can take, and you can play something. I guess that's here. It should be live, and here. it's alive anyway, right? So it should be something able to make life. And so here, that's black will play more that way to cut, but you can play 7 now and you make life. Okay. So black's played here now. White at 3. Black's cut here. White connects. Okay, so we are more or less on. So this is connect. You cannot connect for black. Okay. That's you can do this, but that's just bad trade. Black's here. White connect. White played here because returning to capture. So if black saved here, you play this at 3. So connects, and now white here, okay? White here, blacks to take, and then capture. No? Ah, okay, yeah, this is Sente. If black can cut and kill, okay? But now you played here, and that's black dead. So you can do that for black. Not right now. That's you need to move. He's playing here, so white defense, okay? That makes territory. And can you okay. Can you just play here right now? That's okay, that's one eye. But blacks can play here, right? You played here. If it's that way, that's not so simple here. I think here you don't take, you play there, because that way you secure the A shape. Yeah. So it seems to be you're alive for black. The mistake should be to play here, because that way you are dead for sure. That's here. This is you can't connect. White also had trouble, so maybe white dead as well. So that's maybe not good for white. So white defense here, okay. That seems to be reasonable. This black, you can play it here. Okay. I think you can play this. But anyway, it's white losing now. Yeah, okay. It's white losing now. Not so much important. It's that move here. That move is losing a lot. That move is losing a lot, and so that which should be still super close game. So Sumire played very well so far. Not playing almost the same level as her opponent, so that's very nice. But after that, this P13 is losing something. So I will check quickly, but I think it's no change now. Yeah. Okay, played here. Yeah. It seems the end game is like okay. They played, and this is the very end, and they couldn't that game, and it's just a 2.5 point win for black. So Itsumine had a really chance to win. So very well played. Very. I didn't expected her to manage a game like this. That's and Sungjoon is one of the strongest in Korea, like top 10. At least in the top 10, and probably even better. And so that's a close game. She had a really chance to win that game at some point. And Black played a bit slack and at some points, and there is chance to punish him, and she missed opportunities. But yeah, she had a real chance, and she played a good game. That's very impressive.